Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yeah, what's up? It is the Friday after the show podcast. What's up? Couldn't wait, baby. Had to jump right in it. I needed a beer, wanted a beer. It's good. It's good. This is from Denny's home. Well, second home, Colorado, Breckenridge Brewery. Did the tap takeover with them. I haven't had this before. It's a Hop Peak IPA. It is very hoppy. In fact, it smells like a freaking doobie.
Okay.
It seems like it's got a little bit of a butt kick to it, too, because I'm like, ooh.
I got
feeling this
Sailfish Amber Ale.
Yeah, that's Fort Pierce, I believe.
The Fort.
Yeah, you're drinking from the Fort right there. They do good stuff. That's a really good beer as well.
I got to get out to Fort Pierce more often.
Yeah, I do, too. Well,
says nobody.
Well, I honestly, I don't know if I've ever hung in Fort Pierce.
I used to play baseball all the time up there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, and I've been everywhere, but I don't think I've ever, like, as a destination, be like, hey, I'm in Fort Pierce. I think I've been through it.
We played American Legion baseball up there a lot, and we would always get lost up in the Fort. They had good baseball. All through Florida had good baseball, and that's all the sports I'll talk about.
Yeah. Well, I know they got the brewery up there. I'd like to go there and check it out.
Okay. Now, a brewery, is that something where you would actually have waiters and waitresses, or that's just how you make it?
Is it what now?
The brewery, would you have some stools and you'd be able to drink some beer there, or is that just basically how you make it?
Yeah, no, I think they'd have stools. Yeah, you can go there and drink, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's what Sailfish is. From what I understand, that's one of the few I haven't been to. And I got to get to, I want to go check out the Vero's got a few. So it's like I kind of have this loose plan in my head, but I got to do it like quick. So got to maybe try to find it but we got so many booked weekends that I just love to get up there and stay in Vero and cruise around their breweries and hit the one in Fort Pierce. They've actually got a whole trail I've seen somebody sent me where you can go to the different ones. So.
I love me some Vero Beach. I think it's cozy as shit. I would love to live there. Mm-hmm. Don't you like it up there in Vero? Or too slow for you?
No, I love Vero, but I wouldn't want to. I like a little bit more action, so I wouldn't necessarily want to live there. But it's a beautiful town. It's gorgeous. It's cool. It's calm. And anybody I get it. If you want to live in calm, that's great. To me, I like a little bit more activity going on.
We almost got in a lot of trouble at Vero. The snack pack did. I won't say who, but one of the members took a lounge chair from another hotel and brought it back.
I remember that. That was kind of a crazy fun time.
And they saw it. And our room. They trashed the room. They trashed the hotel room. like they're in the fucking Motley Crue.
Yeah, no, you guys, that was a snack pack. That's how you guys rolled. That was just it. You guys went hard.
Oh, I was so pissed off at everybody.
Yeah, well, they got that whole area that was where we were, where the Mulligans is.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
That place is awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been there. It's a fantastic time. Somebody was saying, I hate to admit it, but downtown Fort Pierce is really cleaned up. I love 2nd Street Bistro. Okay.
The
They
Fort?
got some stuff to check out. Mm-hmm.
They want to know what hotel. I'm not telling what hotel. I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, what's the statute of limitations on stealing a chair? That was, 10 years ago?
No, it wasn't that long ago. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Shit, I'm getting old. Well, no, it couldn't have been.
Well, we've been here 4 years. Miami, the year before that was 5.
My mom had just passed away, so it would have been 2010. It would have been 2009. 2009.
Okay.
Shit, that's 10 years ago.
Yeah, right. There you go. Quick math.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, man, what is happening to time?
It's what happens, dude. Kind of like, I think that's what that dream was that I had, where it's like I woke up, I wasn't hammered, I was in a different bedroom, I go outside, and I'm like, this is not my house. And I see the Queen. I'm like going, where are we? She's like, you're at home, dumbass. And I'm like, okay.
That was the verbiage in the dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just 6 years. I didn't remember. 6 years had gone by, and I didn't remember a second of it.
Well, it's telling you something.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it was. And I told my wife that yesterday. I'm like going, yeah, I had this dream, and she's like, that's stupid. And I'm like,
no,
okay.
I really believe there are some dreams in your lifetime that's meant to be more than just a dream. I really do believe that. You have a different
They seem more powerful, yeah.
Absolutely. My dad has had one. I have had a few. And it's different than a dream.
And I'm enjoying life. I don't know what I would change with anything, but I think it was just, I think that's it. It's your subconscious, I think, a lot of times. And I think it's just, my subconscious is telling me, like, dude, it's crazy. Time is flying by. And coming up on Sunday, it's going to be our 4-year anniversary of being here at RMF, and then coming up in May, it's our 20-year anniversary since being. I'm like going. I feel like I'm just 20. Like, so it's like I still feel the same way I did when I started doing.
Well, the thing that I've noticed is even things that I don't like doing, the time should go real slow. Even that's going by quick.
I know, yeah.
If I take a math exam, I think it'd go by quick.
So I'm enjoying it. So I get the message.
That's the key, Kev.
I'm enjoying it, so there's nothing else I can do. But I think it's just the realization where you go, wow, man, it's going to be done before you know it.
As long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I do that. Pretty much at any given opportunity where it's like, Kevin, you do something that's like responsible or, go weed the backyard or whatever. I'm like, fuck it, let's go drink.
To me, I think the one thing that's the easiest concept but hardest thing to apply as a human is to always try to stay pretty much in the present moment, because really that really is all you have. The past is the past and the future is not here, but it's so difficult, I feel, for humans. We're always thinking about the past.
We are,
always concerned of the future and never what's on, right now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So I'm trying to be very, very present in the moment and enjoy all this time, as everybody should. But it's a constant reminder.
Dumb idea or good idea? I have a friend of mine who got a tattoo that says "now" on their left hand. So when they're out and they get flustered or they're just kind of letting it all go by, that tattoo is a constant reminder to go, slow down, stay in the moment. Dumb idea or a good idea?
A dumb idea or stupid idea?
I've already gotten a buzz. I'm such a lightweight.
Dumb idea or stupid idea?
Dumb idea, Kev, or stupid idea?
Well, the two options.
It was getting too deep in here. I had to mix in some stupidity.
I love it. No, I don't think that's a problem at all. In fact, I think that's a good idea. If you recognize that you have a hard time, remembering something, just because we all get spun around. Life feels like a blender half the time. You need something to wear, whether it be a bracelet or a tattoo or whatever you do. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm not a tattoo person, but yeah.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, my church always does bracelets. That's that thing. They've always got some theme that's going on, and so they'll do that. And you can get some kind of bracelet that they'll do. And, I get it. Yeah, I mean, you put it, you look at it, you're like, okay, in the moment, I'm refocused. I remember it. Same thing with people who are into meditation. A lot of times you can do just a second, take a second, breathe, and then you recenter and get right there. Because that's what happens. That's why the world is so fucking crazy a lot of times, is because people get so far, you get so frazzled, and you got to get back to your center. And that's what it is. And then when you get perspective again, you always have to go at every decision, everything you do, every action, every word should be from a good centered place. And you got to recognize when you're unbalanced. And then you got to say, any action I make when I'm unbalanced is going to be one eventually I'm going to regret or is not going to be good for me.
Regret is a powerful. Yeah. A powerful. Regrets. Is that an emotion, I guess? I guess you could feel regret. That's an emotion.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so we're talking about living in the now and really taking a second to appreciate things. I loved baseball, loved it so much, but I never took the time to appreciate it or enjoy it. I was always worried about it, always concerned about it. If I could go back, I would enjoy those moments. That's a big regret. I wish I could do that, but I think it's also a learning thing. Even with radio, I like to try to enjoy our time together.
Yeah, I do too.
Consciously,
I try to do that too. I think that I'm always so frazzled with trying to make sure we got enough decent shit to talk about and it's all ready to go that sometimes you're just like, whew. I think that's why it flies by. Because after a show or after a podcast or the sport, you're just like, okay, I'm glad I got that done. But then you're like, oh, fuck, now you got to interview Venus Williams. You're like, all right, so it's like.
I can never remember what we talk about after. Someone said, what are you talking about on the show today? I'm like,
Well, because there's so much. I mean, my day is, preparing for this show. then doing the podcast, then now preparing for the sports show, then doing the sports show, then I got to prepare for an interview with Venus Williams, then I got to do the Venus Williams interview. Then as soon as that's over, the no breathing, then it's down to cocktails and karaoke. And then at 9 o'clock, then you're like, okay. But at that point, you're just like, you don't even know your name.
That's when Friday nights is when I eat the worst. Oh, I eat so bad after cocktails and karaoke.
Again, centered. Yeah, I'm so uncentered on a Friday night that, I'm eating random shit. I'm drinking more than I should.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm a mess of a man. That's when I make mistakes.
At 8:45, around that, because that's when we're winding down a cocktails karaoke, my mind is already on food. I'm already talking to Denny's to go, what do we do? Are we doing pizza? Are we doing fucking Mexican?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, so when I'm centered and like I'm rested and focused, it just doesn't happen very often. I'm usually centered for about 10 minutes. And here we go.
Do you ever have? I asked this on the Weird and Whatever podcast. I want to see if this has ever happened to you. Do you ever have a brief second? And I can't explain it, and I'm not going to explain it that well. But you'll maybe be outside, and all of a sudden you'll get for a split second. It's a weird thing. It almost feels like a drug in your body. You'll get quick clarity and a overall sense of peace throughout your psyche and your body, and then it's like it's gone. But everything becomes really vibrant.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of, I don't know, makes sense, but it's very fleeting, it's very quick, and it does feel like a drug in you.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that? Do you know what I'm even talking about?
Honestly, what you're describing is what I'm always trying to control to be at.
But what is that, though? Because it happens to me, and I'm not even expecting it. And it always happens when I'm outside, and I'm always looking at nature. It's always when I'm with vibrant outside colors.
Well, there's no pressure. There's nothing that's on your mind. That's the good thing about nature and being out and that's why people love it, is it hits the reset button. Everything else seems to fall aside that distracts your thoughts. Yeah, it's a moment of clarity. Yeah, I always try to get to that. I think anybody does. You're always chasing that feeling and that dream, and so.
But even the way things look it's like just vivid. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, there's a lot of things that I think go into that, and that's why for me it's part diet, it's part sleep, it's part this, it's part your mental state, learning how to brush off worry and all those kind of things, and getting to a great sweet spot. And yeah, I mean, it's. I think what it is, it's a culmination of all those things at that moment, ding, hitting it, and you're like going, okay, it's like your moment of zen. You're like, cool.
It's almost kind of like when I'm playing video games, I get these random boners and turn really horny, and I'm not even thinking about sex, but I get so horny playing video games. Yeah. It's like a subconscious of relaxation, and I'm like, oh.
That doesn't even seem like it fits at all with this. Yeah.
I'm getting drunk. Not drunk.
Yeah, you're getting into your.
I got a strong.
Get into a fun, strong little. Yeah, no, this I'm saying. I mean, I'm just done with this right here. This Hot Peak IPA. I don't know what the alcohol content is on this, but it's 6.5.
God, you got a higher beer than me. I'm at 5.9.
Okay, well, not much. I mean, it's drop in the hat.
It's crushable.
Yeah, I should have brought more beer in today.
I
think it's all we have, right? All I want to drink.
No, we have more.
No, I don't think so.
This is it?
Yeah, I think so.
One and done?
Is there anything in that fridge over there?
I don't know. Probably good that we are one and done, probably, right?
Well, I don't know.
Beer in here?
What kind do you have?
Oh, I think I got that. You want another one?
Oh, holy shit, you do have
that.
a
lot of these.
Do you really?
You want another one?
Yeah, I will try. I'll do one more. We'll do two.
Oh, thank you, Thumbelina, bringing our can opener in.
Friday.
Can opener.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
All I got to do after this is just figure out how I can make sports interesting for 40 minutes.
Don't talk about sports.
I know, yeah.
No, I actually I do love talking sports, but
I do too. But it's the thing about.
Oh, you're leaking big time.
Oh shit!
You are leaking big time,
you gave me a shook up beer.
I didn't mean to shake it. I'm a shaker. I'm a mover. I'm sorry.
It's all shook up.
Thumbelina.
Thank you. It's all shook up.
You only got a little bit in the board. Don't worry about it.
I'll be all right.
Good thing I caught that.
Yeah,
I may have a buzz, but I still got an eye like a hawk.
Was not expecting this thing to be on full. Well, you're right. I should have figured shaky over there.
I walk with my hands. What can I say? All right, move with
That's amazing. You got that thing that stirred up in how many steps?
Can I please have the can opener?
The bottle
opener. Bottle opener. Thank you very much. I like this. A very relaxed form podcast. I love it.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, man.
Get it all cleaned up.
You never spill, man.
I think you get an assist. Oddly enough, I'm going to hand you an assist on that. That was a Kev spill, I guess, technically. But, yeah, you definitely get an assist.
Yeah.
You were definitely helpful in that one. Yeah, the first one I opened didn't do that.
You were saying some interesting shit, and then you were spilling on you. What were you saying?
Yeah, I think I was just talking about the sports stuff and trying to come up with the content on that. Yeah, you're saying, yeah, don't talk about sports. Yeah, I mean it's kind of a fine line. Yeah, trying to find whatever's interesting in it because a lot of it's just is.
It's so weird.
Who gives
though.
A shit?
For the first 26 years of my life, sports was such a big part of it.
Yeah,
I never thought I would ever do anything in my life without being a part of a sport, and then bye. Went away.
Yeah,
I loved it, but I think baseball did break my heart. It fucking broke my heart.
Yeah, it's a lot, and some of these people, it's really kind of interesting because I find the people that are the athletes, it's kind of interesting. I'll talk to some college football players. They don't know. I know 10 times what they do. They don't really pay attention. They just go out and they play the damn game and they don't care. And it's really a lot of times it's the nerds that really know a ton about sports. And there's a big difference I found. Where they say fake it till you make it. I mean, I'm totally faking it because, to be into sports at that level, it's a big difference between being a sports fan and then doing a sports show.
Oh yeah, well sometimes the sport people annoy me because I hear them talking about sports.
Yeah.
And they've never played a fucking day in their life, and they're over there sitting on their high and mighty chair. Well, you gotta fucking block them out, and then his assist percentage of fuck you.
Yeah, so we try to do more if you're just sitting in a bar and you're talking about sports.
Some of those analysts really they grind my gears, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm struggling with that. So.
Did Skip Bayless ever? I'm getting too sporty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's a dude that does it, but yeah.
But did he ever play?
No, I don't think he
fucking play a sport.
I think somebody called him out on it. He was going, he played backup.
That's like me.
Junior high.
That's like me commentating on some math shit. Oh, you're doing that? Those integers are wrong.
Gosh, I'm so bad at math. I was thinking about that today. I tried to do a percentage. I was trying to do the 11 out of 25, which was the stat on. We've had 25 movies in the Summer Movie Showdown. 11 of those went against the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Okay.
Totally what it should have been the opposite because based on that, and I'm going, so what is the percentage?
48%?
That seems about right. That seems like you're totally pulling it out of your ass, but it would be right around there.
The only reason why I can sort of get in the ballpark on that is because it's a baseball question.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's probably about ballpark. Yeah, 48% of the time our audience disagreed with Rotten Tomatoes.
I remember I took statistics in college, and I was there for the first, so I go to the first class, and the first thing the guy teaches us, he's like, 1 out of 3. That is 33%.
Got that,
I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do good in stats. And then he dropped Klogman's theory. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go take that mixed math, that buffet math to pass.
That was tough.
I dropped stats.
No, I should have. I got a D in that. That was
awful. You got a D in
stats?
Got
a D in stats in college, yeah.
So that didn't count. You have to get a C.
Yeah, guess not. That's probably why I didn't. Actually, that's why I didn't graduate. I was 3 credit hours short because that fucking class.
Math and Spanish those are 2 things you're supposed to have done your freshman and sophomore year. You're supposed to have those done. Mm-hmm. It was my last year to graduate, and that's what I had to take to graduate. It was a buffet of math and Spanish too.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, it fucking sucked.
That's rough. I took German in college. I don't know
you
why.
You did?
I did.
Do you know any of it?
No.
You couldn't even say, "What's up, bird?"
Sprechen Sie Deutsch. That's about it. I speak German.
That's it?
That's about
How do you
it.
say I'm a liar? I don't speak German.
No, I don't know. Couldn't even do it. I should have taken Spanish. I don't know. It's German.
Oh, man. As an adult now, thinking back, I wish I would have taken Spanish seriously and really tried to learn it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to do it on my own now. Yeah, it would have been great. I should have. Yeah. All the things I would do if I could go back. Oh, what I would do. Got some emails here. Got this one from Amber. Said, did anybody figure out who was the person shit bombing your bathroom?
Still working.
Who's
ongoing.
The super pooper.
On-the-go investigation.
Mm-hmm. Ongoing investigation. No word yet. Coco said, imagine my surprise to find out that my youngest and the witch have something in common. A year ago, my kid was born, same day as the lady in black. Happy birthday to Virginia. There's a photo of the 1-year-old there.
Did you like that song, Lady in Red?
No.
That sounds. I don't
It's
know.
pretty awful. Krista Berg.
Yeah, you're
Awful.
so good at those names, man.
Yeah, Krista Berg.
How
yeah.
far can you go as far as, so you could probably do all 80s if I threw out
Yeah.
popular songs, whether it was soft listening or even like heavy metal shit, you'd probably be able to get
Pretty
the
good.
name.
I phase in 80, 81. I'm real strong. Probably get real warm in 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87,
Mid-80s
88,
your thing.
89. Yeah, probably into the early 90s. I'm pretty solid. But, I haven't delved in that for a while.
Would you still be good at the soft shit that I like from the 80s?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Do you like Air Supply?
I do, yeah. My parents listen to that. I loved it.
I mean, I know that you don't listen to them all the time, but they do have good songs.
No, I had
man.
until my daughter or somebody deleted it. I had that a whole playlist. It was like, I don't know what do I call it, soft or pussy or something like
Pussy
that.
rock.
Pussy rock, yeah, something like that. But, yeah, I had that whole thing every now and then. You're like going, yeah, you just want to put it on.
The
and
soul needs pussy rock every now
sometimes
and then.
the world has just rocked you so much. You're like, I need something calm.
You need a little Christopher Cross sailing.
Yeah, I need that kind of stuff, man. Like I need a musical breath. That's what it is.
Do you, when you get ready for cocktails and karaoke and you're getting going, do you get ready with music in the background? Or?
No, it's more business. I don't have a lot of time. It's usually just, to me, cocktails and karaoke is still a job, so it's like I go out there, I just get ready, and I'm like in the car, and like I said, like tonight, it's going to be, I've got an interview 5 to 5:30, somewhere around there, and then I'm just beelining down, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still functional work for me.
I just go and have a good time.
It's good, yeah, but somebody's got, if not, it'd be just a complete shit show. One person's got to somehow.
Well, that's what happens when me and Virginia do it.
No, because it's just a complete wreck.
That's the one where Virginia is spanking my ass on stage.
Right, yeah.
And there was some weird shit that went down that night. She's putting her fingers up the bartender's nose.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the next time we went there, the bartender was at the bar.
Yeah, he requested to be away from it. Yeah,
He requested to be away from
I get it.
Virginia.
Yeah, most people don't like to have their nose ramrodded.
We think that's what happened.
Yeah, you think, huh?
We think.
Just a coincidence. If you really loved it, it'd be like, "Oh, guys, please, I got to be on that bar next to them."
Good point.
I love when that chick puts her fingers right up my nose. So great. Yeah, I got a text and said, "We are so excited for tonight. Y'all better be ready. We got a group rowdy and ready to go. We will be wearing Golden Girls shirts that say squad. See you fellas later." That's Sarah.
Sarah, you better be singing tonight.
Yeah, girls coming out tonight. Yeah. So he said, here's the idea for the show. Hearing the ATS 2 days ago during the interview with Leo the boss regarding the shitty bathroom, Jay Bird and Virginia pop out the idea that there's a chance that Kevin would be the secret shitter. The question would be to have you been accused of something that you did not actually do. And I'm not talking about someone paying jail time while innocent. I mean something lighter than that. Maybe 27, 28 years ago at my mom's house, started to appear signatures of Zorro all over the house, usually written with like a Sharpie, because until this day, some of the signatures are still visible, sometimes on the walls, on the chairs, everywhere is Zorro. We are 5 brothers, 3 sisters, youngest da-da-da-da-da-da, and he was a difficult kid, troublemaker, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I think he was blamed for doing the Zorro. Turned out that kid number 4, today 35, confessed that he was the Zorro. So imagine it surprised the whole family that we were blaming the wrong kid. So have you been blamed for something you did not do?
Yes, I have. At Wild 95.5 I was a couple times.
Yeah.
There was a show that they accused me, and I swear to you, I never did this. I never would do this. They accused me of taking their food out of the microwave.
Oh, yeah.
Stopping their order, or stopping the time.
Yeah.
Taking their food out and then putting my food out and then not putting their food back. I never did that. They made even a YouTube video about it with
really?
our producer who believed them, not me. And I was actually legit pissed off because I didn't do it.
Yeah, right.
And they made a whole break on it. They commentate on the video. I never took that food out of the fucking microwave.
And here you are, even our own producer, throwing you under the bus, huh?
Yep. There's another time where someone left all these Mountain Dew bottles outside in the bullpen area, and it wasn't me, but because
It looked suspicious, yeah.
I drank Mountain Dew. Oh, it's fucking Bird. He did it. Fucking asshole. So, yeah, those are 2 times I got blamed for shit I did not do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. For me, in high school, one time I was accused of cheating. I was actually just looking around trying to find my teacher to ask her a question I had about a test. And she's like, no, I saw you looking at this paper. I wound up 3 days in school suspension because of it. And the other time, both high school, I was accused of being a drug dealer. And what it was I was bringing in vitamin C, white tablets, because my friends liked them because if you took enough of them, it'd make you fart. And so we would like take them and they'd make you fart. And so I was in trouble for dealing drugs. That's when I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of Logan, because everybody in that town's like, And I remember I overheard one of my teachers who was saying, this kid is such a loser. He'll be lucky if he works at McDonald's one day. And so I was just like, that's when I was like, fuck this town.
Fuck this town.
I'm like, all right.
I'm a city kid.
I'm like, I'm never going to survive in this town. I'm like, I got to get out of here. So that was actually the phrase that jettisoned me out of Logan.
Have you ever been accused of sleeping with somebody you didn't sleep with?
No.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, nobody believes I'd ever get laid.
I was talking about before you were married.
Hey, nobody gonna sleep with that dude. Yeah,
you're like, please bring these rumors out.
Right? I wish. No, never. Let me see here. Lucas with a Walmart rant and solution. He's wanting to put the record that I fucking hate Walmart. Seems they only hire people that hate being there. If you don't want to work, then get the fuck out. Don't even get me started with the only 3 cashiers open out of 150. But there's a solution. If you want to take advantage of the Walmart prices, use free grocery pickup. You order everything online, set up a time to pick up, check in on the app, and when you get there, they will even put the groceries in your car. They hide their best, most friendly employees there, all 2 of them, and it's a great, convenient service. I used it many times and I love it. We'll never enter a Walmart again. Yeah, it's unbelievable to me that Walmart doesn't try to check themselves, because it's not just me or us or whatever. They can say whatever. And if a Walmart CEO was sitting here, I'd be going, dude, you should be concerned. I'm like, because everyone I talk to talks about how awful your experience is.
Terrible.
At Walmart.
They don't give a fuck.
Well, and that's a problem,
it's
because
a big problem.
Amazon's going to put you out of business, and places that still do customer service, like Chick-fil-A, has got a viral video every day of how they're going above and beyond and doing something great for the people that are there. So you're caught in this world where you're going to completely get shut down. I don't know how they're going to survive, honestly, in 10 years with this reputation they get.
And I swear to you, I would not try to be a dick, but I really wanted to try to do a mini documentary on why their service is so bad. I want to sit down with a manager. I want to sit down a regional manager and go, why does it seem like nobody gives a flying fuck at Walmart? I mean, it's not just one location. It's every Walmart you go to. They hate people. They don't like being there. Yeah. I would like to just sit down and go, are you aware of it? Do you not give a fuck? I think people would be interested in seeing what they say.
Yeah, and I think probably, and I'm guessing, I'm going out on a limb here, but I imagine if the CEO were here, he would say, well, we're known for rolling back prices, having a great prices. It brings the people in. But, to keep those great prices, we can't pay a lot of money. And not paying a lot of money, we can't get the high-quality people we want. They're going to go to a Chick-fil-A or someplace like that. And my solution to him would be like going, start eliminating people. Robot agenda, baby. Self-checkout. Every place you can, eliminate people. And go in there, start firing people like crazy, and get rid of that. And then say, look, we're going to have less people, but we're going to pay them more money. And then you still maintain that balance. That's what I would do.
What's the legal rules on that? Let's say me and Denny's go into Walmart, one of the Walmart. Like, if I really want to do a documentary on this, because it actually does fascinate me how shitty they are, and they don't seem to care. I would like to get their honest thoughts. If we just go up to a manager, we would blur them out, but just get their. What's the legal on that? Can we just go to a Walmart and say, hey, we're doing a documentary? No one will talk to us, because they're not going to talk to us if I reach out to them.
Well, I think you initially have to get their permission, but then how it comes out on the back end is really up to it. I mean, you're seeing what's going on with Sacha Baron Cohen. Like, he goes in, and I think he has to get some basic permission. And I'm kind of interested. If somebody sued him, they probably have to give the rights to use their name, face, all that kind of stuff with what they're doing in that publication. But he's doing it under false pretenses. And that's why I'm kind of curious He hasn't been sued yet, but I mean, he's ruining some of those people's lives. And I mean, well, they're ruining it themselves. I don't want to make apologies for some of the people and what they're saying and doing, but he's definitely giving them the platform they wouldn't be on otherwise and exposing them, but by fooling them. I mean, he's tricking them into these situations. And that's what I wonder. So I don't know. It might depend upon the state that you're recording it in, too.
It just does blow my mind, and I don't know why I'm so interested in it, but I really want to figure out what the fuck is going on over there. I mean, how can you be that bad?
Yeah, and I mean, Lauren says the savings isn't worth the headache, and that's very true. And they're really they are not going to make it very long. And people are like sounding off. Yeah, Walmart pickup is awesome, but really, what they got to do? I'm sorry, they need to go and start firing people. Why are you here? I would just go in. If I were I would go in undercover, and I'd be going there. At the end of the day, I'd be going, these 35 people are just gone.
Yeah.
They're just gone.
I just want to go up to their manager and go, do you guys know how shitty your service is?
You're just gone. You got an awful attitude.
Everyone's a dick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean,
I want to fucking battle rap Walmart.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, Chris says, I don't like Kevin's idea of firing all the employees of Walmart. Well, then what do you do?
No, you fire the shitty employees. If you're a person that's working hard, you keep your job. But
Absolutely.
If you're somebody like what Denny's had to experience today, where as soon as he puts his stuff on the little belt thingy or the little counter thing, and they turn off the light in his face and say, sorry, we're closed, and there's not another cashier there, fuck that person.
Why do you want that person representing your brand?
Yeah,
if your brand is Walmart, you're gone. I would go in there, and I would.
You don't fire the good people.
And the thing that you're probably saying, and I imagine what they would say, their business model is to afford the people, blah, blah, blah. So I'd be like, okay, we'll try to figure out how you can work with less people and pay those people more and get more quality people in there. You see fewer faces, but the ones you do are very good. That's what I would do.
Good service stands out. It's like a little kid with manners. It just stands out. When a kid has manners and says please and thank you, and they're all sweet and shit, it stands out.
Right, absolutely. Well, we had that story about that woman that worked at the California DMV, and she was sleeping, putting her head down on the desk 4 hours a day. She did less than half the productivity of anybody else, but they didn't have it documented well enough to fire her. So just somebody, honestly, any job that you have, even if you don't like the pay, you should bust your ass. And if a company's doing it right, they should say, look, they are working way above their pay grade. We need to put them in a higher level where they make more money and they're running other people. And that's ultimately how it should work. And if you identify somebody like going, look, they can't even stay awake for the job, we don't need them.
Well, we had someone here in this building. They constantly passed out at their job to the point where they would pass out.
Yeah.
And it would fuck things up for other people. Other people were getting in trouble because this one person was falling asleep visibly.
Yeah.
I mean, visibly.
Right. What are you doing? Why are you messing around with that person?
What are you
doing? I know somebody that works for Chick-fil-A, and I was talking to him about the interviewing process, and they really only take the best of the best. They've got very strict criteria on getting in there because they realize every person represents their brand, and so that's on you, Walmart. And if you got somebody that's bad for the brand, get them out.
Well, I mean, because sometimes I have to shop at Walmart just out of convenience. You don't want to go, but you have to go. You need maybe something for the show.
Yeah.
At Publix, they're not going to carry. They don't carry sporting goods. So I'm in Walmart, and then you go to Publix immediately. Completely different. People are cordial and nice to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Very rarely do you ever have a bad experience at Publix. At least for me, I've never.
No, they're good.
When it comes to service.
No, I think they're fantastic. Most places are.
Yeah.
It just feels like, Walmart is the one that I just hear, not only from you, but from everybody over and over again, that just has horrendous customer service.
And you know what? I talk so much shit about them, and nobody from Walmart ever reaches out. And usually when you talk shit on the microphone, you get someone reaching out.
Yeah.
Walmart, they're always cowards. They never, ever answer back.
They're so corporate, and and probably too, they can't refute it.
Yeah, that's true too.
There's a big part of it. It's
you can't defend shit.
Yeah, it's like, look, I mean, if we did a whole thing of we could have 10,000 listeners.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes, be like, no, we totally back up what they're saying. And that's who they need to listen to. Don't fight the person that's speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Go back into your stores and say, guys, we've got something wrong with our thing. The people we have are propelling people away from our brand. So we got to fix it. I got this sent by Chelsea. It was something that was posted on Facebook. Somebody said, so we just had a company come out to give us a quote on hurricane impact windows. Kyle is at work late tonight. So I answered the door, and the salesman told me that he couldn't give me a quote because my husband wasn't home and I needed him to make the decisions with me. It's 2018 and you're still going to be that sexist and ignorant? Somebody asks what the company is, blah, blah, blah. Somebody names who it is. They say, I'm still in shock. It hasn't set in. Kyle called and spoke with the manager, and they told him, what is the company policy? Well, that is the company policy, WTF. They don't deserve your money. It's their policy, if that's their policy. Excuse me, and what if you were a single person without a big, strong man in your life? ? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to hear what that is. Sometimes I think people get something and they think, okay, it's one way. And my first thought that I do is I try to hit the pause button when I hear things like that and say, okay, is there something you don't fully understand? Is there a reason for what they are? Because immediately you're saying, well, they're sexist, or they're saying, look, you have to have a man that's there. The only thing I can think is imagine you possibly have a company, and domestic issues get crazy and weird. And when people are getting divorced, they do some really fucked up passive-aggressive stuff to one another.
Oh, yeah.
One of those things I could imagine is if you're moving out of a place and you order, those impact windows are really expensive. I think sometimes a couple grand a window. I mean, to do a whole house, you could be talking $30,000 to $40,000. So imagine you called the window guy and you're getting ready to move out, and you're like going, yeah, the whole house, it's all good. Just put it on my tab, send me the bill. And they begin construction. She's on the process of moving out. The guy comes back. He's like, who ordered this? Well, your wife did. We're fucking getting divorced. I'm not going to pay a $40,000 bill. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, totally fuck you over.
Right.
And knowing the details to be able to do that to where it could seem like, oh, I didn't fuck you over.
Right. So if you're a company and that happens to you one time because now you're stuck with work that you got to complete or redo or whatever, and you're like, wow, we just are not big enough that we can shoulder that kind of stuff, you might say, look, whoever's on the deed, we have to have both of them to sign off on this.
Oh, when it comes to relationship drama, when you got a volatile...
It's the worst.
You don't know who to believe because you're not in that situation.
Yeah.
And we've all had friends that are in those situations where both of them are awful to each other.
Right.
And you're just like, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, if they're saying, well, we can't let a lady make such big decisions, that's the conclusion you're jumping to. I would like to get, defense of the company to say, because they may say what I just said.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I'd be going, yeah, it makes financial sense that you have to have everyone on the deed or whatever sign off on it.
A company would be an idiot to have the approach of, a woman doesn't know about the...
Right.
There's
if they even said, I'm not buying that either. But this is a Facebook post, and this is people trying to...
it's on Facebook.
The Fuhrer is running wild, and then so everybody thinks they immediately know the situation.
I am starting to really fucking hate social media, man. I know we need it for work, but if we did not have it for work, I'd be fucking so done with social media.
I think that's why, Facebook is taking a hit. It'll be interesting to see how we look at Facebook or at Facebook and social media in 5 to 10 years, because that's what it is. No one hits the pause button. They immediately jump to the conclusion of this is what it is. And I encourage everyone, always hit the pause button and ask questions. Find out. And then if they come to you and say, we don't believe that women are smart enough to make those kind of decisions, and it's always got to be a man's choice no matter what. Well,
as a company, you would not ever do that anyway.
So that's what you're saying they're saying. So if they did say that, then you can go, and light the torches and go crazy. But
have evidence.
They haven't said that.
Yeah.
And is there a plausible explanation for why they want to have the man and woman or whomever is the homeowners, both of them, permission to put in these very expensive ass windows?
We are living in the time of off with their head.
Well, it is.
It is the time of it's kind of gone back to the whole.
That's what I'm like, yeah.
Medieval times
Hit the
where
pause button.
Someone's acting a little different. That's a witch.
Keep your torch in the closet. Yes.
Yes.
Wait to find out. Get an explanation, and that's where you ask another question. Say, well, can you explain that further? Why is that necessary?
I mean...
And I just gave you the two possible answers they could give you. If they give you the here answer, then you get pissed. If they give you the other answer, okay, you got to understand from a company, if that happens to them 3 times, they're probably out of business.
Social media, the possible downfall of humans. I'm not kidding.
No, I hear you. Just because, just chill, ask some questions.
The potential of awful is without a doubt there with social media.
Right.
And it's already, we're kind of living in it. I don't know, man. It's getting weird out there.
Don Henry, not Don Henley, sent an email. And he said, earlier you're talking about theme vacations. Well, my family and I got our tax refund earlier this year, and we waited until the kids were on spring break. We decided that we would visit my parents in North Alabama, and on the way there and back, have an adventure. We called it our Fuck It vacation. On the way, somebody wanted to see something interesting. Fuck it, pull over. Kids want ice cream for dinner? Fuck it. We're tired? Fuck it, get a hotel. Want to go down a winding road in the mountains? Fuck it, let's go. Flea market in Hickville? Fuck it, let's check it out. Go to Jack Daniel's Distillery in 10-degree weather? Fuck it. We had the best time. Not relying on a budget for once, all because we said fuck it.
I got to tell you, I love that email and I love that philosophy.
That's cool.
I think that's how cool, weird shit spontaneously happens in one's life by doing the fuck it vacation.
Road trips are fantastic too, man. Have a couple of spots to jump off and, whatever. Just go light with it.
Great email. That's why I do love the concept of taking the map and taking a dart. If you're that kind of person where you...
Why not?
You don't have, you're able to take 2 weeks to kind of throw caution to the wind. Throw the dart wherever it lands. You just go there and see. Fuck it. What's there?
I had this idea years ago when we actually had a budget and promotions staff and all that kind of stuff.
That was so long ago.
Where this was capable, but it'd still be a great idea today, is you take one person who says fuck it, and basically the whole contest is fuck it. You go to the airport, your bag's packed, you spin a wheel, and whatever city it lands on, you say fuck it, and you get on that flight.
I love it. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, and then we give you like $100 and you make it happen. And then you stay in touch with us. It'd be like, I'm in, it'd be like random weird towns, but you got to try to find whatever fun is in that town and report back, take photos, all that kind of stuff.
Big fan of the fuck it vacation.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. If I had time to stay on that kind of stuff, put it together, they still think it'd be a great idea. It'd be interesting. I would love to do that.
That's
Just go
great.
and freaking roll the dice and get on and be like, hey, can we get on that plane? You guys open? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Great idea. A nomination for the Nobel Prize. Hashtag card block. British man creates app that filters out all mentions of the Kardashians. I think I've heard about that.
I think you got to put him on the list.
Yep. Why not? On Ray Lamontagne. Question. How can the son of a French teacher and a woman who grew up in Cajun country have such horrible clueless pronunciation of French? You both butcher the language, LOL. His name is Ray LaMontagne.
He actually's got a lot of good songs. I realized back in the day, some girl made me a mix of his music. And because I was looking him up since we've been talking about him. I'm like, I know all these songs.
Yeah.
I think he sings that one song, Trouble. That's a really good song. Trouble. I don't know if we can play it, though.
Yeah. I don't know. No, we got all kinds of issues.
Which is always cool. A radio station that can't play music. Gotta love that.
Yeah, well, it's all because of
fucking YouTube.
Let It Be Me, I think, was that a hit? I'm trying to remember.
I think Trouble was a hit.
Yes, You Are the Best Thing, Such a Simple Thing, Jolene, Hold You in My Arms. I can't remember what it was. I have a few of his songs.
Yeah, he's good. He's singer-songwriter.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah, he is pretty decent. Shelter, is that one I know? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, he's decent. He's a good, talented dude. Susan from Seattle sent that. Also a French teacher, yes.
Oui.
Ray LaMontagne, I guess is what it is. Got an email here. Says, my boyfriend are going to get engaged. We together only make about $60,000 a year, $30,000 each. I'm divorced and have my old engagement ring. The jewelry store my ex-husband and I got the ring from does a trade-up program where I give them my old ring and they give me 100% of what we paid towards the upgrade. The new ring has to be at least double the price of the old. My ex paid for the old ring. I have no problem using my ex's ring money for my new one. I kind of had to convince my current boyfriend. I'm wondering if this is a taboo thing to do and people's thoughts in general.
Look, man, all these rules that everyone's got to follow, A, B, and C to equal D, I don't believe that. I think every couple and every family and every person's different. Mm-hmm. And if you both are cool with something and you're okay with it, it's like that vacation. Fuck it. Just do your thing.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, hey, whatever works for you, honestly. Yeah. That's really it in life. Whatever works for you, as long as you're not hurting somebody else, do whatever.
Every couple's going to be different. Every family's going to be different. We're all going to handle shit differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to say that question for Virginia when she comes back. Letitia said, hey, put me on the Chicago map. She's the one that used to take photos for some of our Little Smiles event. Her and her husband moved to Chicago a year and a half ago. She said, when you're here in Chicago, Kev, if you meet up with some people, let me know. Yeah, I'll put that together. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have, but I'd love to meet up with the Chicago KVJ Nationers. I'm going to be there It's like the weekend of the 8th or whatever that is. I go into Chicago Wednesday night. There's a radio convention that is going on there on Thursday. I think that's the only thing that I'm set to do, Thursday at 3:30, and then the rest of the time is going to go into a Cubs game on Friday. And I just saw this, too, with the convention. Our good buddy Paul Castronovo is going to be getting the Kid Craddock Award there at the convention, so I'll stick around for that, too. So well-deserved. Good dude. Kid Craddock, if you don't know, legendary radio guy from Dallas, and then Paul Castronovo, really good dude, like a big brother to me. So love him, happy for him. So yeah, I'll check that out as well. But other than that, yeah, if you guys have some time, let me know. Love to see you. Got a couple people that sent in emails for the Die Hard KVJ event. I'll get to those on Monday.
We really should do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking we could make that into a very fun event, a drinking event, kind of like how we did that podcast that one time. Remember? We did the drinking one. Where was that at? That was down south somewhere.
Yeah, we did that at Bangin' Banjo.
That was
just had their third anniversary.
That was such a fun event, and everybody had a good time. That's how we should do that event, in my opinion. Drinking and having a crowd there and motherfuckers who know shit about the show.
I think so. I think we're talking about probably doing it at Due South this time.
Yeah.
Because they've got the KVJ beers rolling out.
Have a tournament vibe to it. It could be very fun.
They've got a good place if we brought in a little bit of a temporary stage where we could you'd have a lot of good. In fact, you'd have a better setup than Bangin' Banjo.
I mean, bring people down when they come down to the stage.
You've never been to Due South, have you?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of space we can deal with. And we want to deal with it when it's cooler, so probably
Love it.
Middle of November.
We could everyone have their own theme music, have them walk down like they're a wrestler.
Absolutely.
I love that idea.
Good stuff. All right, we've gabbed on long enough. Had a good time.
Are we singing YMCA tonight?
I can. Yeah.
Do you know that song pretty good?
No.
You don't? Do you know how the beginning starts?
Young man.
Young man. There's no need to feel down. I said,
young man. I got that part.
And to the ground, I said, young man. Because you're in a tone, there's no need to be unhappy. I think we got this shit.
I don't really know it at all. Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel very confident. Isn't that weird how we both have different perspectives?
I gave you all the words I know. I don't know it at all. But hey, well, whatever. Have a couple drinks. We don't care. Nobody's getting judged. You're just up there having a good time. Good or bad. Going to be tonight at Blue Martini in Boca, 7 o'clock. Right out the back of the Town Center Mall. We'll see you all there. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.